Hello, welcome to my CGC unboxing video number 12. I don't know, all I know is that this is a box of moderns, so let's get straight into it. Should be about 25, but we'll get through them pretty quickly, I imagine. Oh, straight out of the box is a 9.8. This is Deadpool Black, White and Blood number 4. This often happens with modern books that CGC don't put anything there, but this is a key book, as you can see in the comments. I'm glad that's a 9.8. Next is Stranger Things number 1. This is I think the first, this is the convention edition, but it's the first appearance of Stranger Things in comics. That's a nice 9.8 PC. Got a slightly older book, X-Men 106, 7.0, Chris Claremont story. This is a classic cover by Jim Lee, X-Men 268. This cover's been homaged a lot. It's a 9.6. It's a great book. Classic cover by, as I say, classic cover by Jim Lee. Then we've got here, this is the first comic book. It's not the first comic book appearance of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, but this is the first Advanced Dungeons and Dragons comic book. The first appearance was in Dazzler 6, and it was a cartoon advertisement. And there's a 9.6 for Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And here's a slightly older X-Men 1980. John Byrne cover and art, John Byrne and Chris Claremont story. Classic X-Men 137, The Death of Phoenix. This is a very controversial cover. I'm surprised it's only a 9.2. Yeah, I can see that there's some rub around the staples on the back cover. But anyway, this is a pretty, I don't even know if I should show you this, but it's a pretty horrific cover. Department of Truth number 2, and that's a David Romero cover. Unfortunately, it's only a 9.2. Here's a great great book, 9.8. It's a pretty thick book, and it's a 9.8. 9.8, monstrous number 1, and I can actually see a small spine tick that breaks color. So that presumably that is the only defect, otherwise it wouldn't have got a 9.8. On a bad day, you'd get a 9.4 for that, I guess. So this is quite a low grade. Spider-Verse 1. This is the rare second printing Walmart edition. It's only an 8.0, and I'm guessing that there is a small tear or split on the spine there that wasn't noticed before submission. That's unfortunate. When I say wasn't noticed, I mean I didn't notice it because I submitted that one, sent that one to the presser directly myself. Okay, well here's a 9.8. This is the first full appearance of Starling, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 6. This is a pretty good grade for a 1980 book. The first appearance of Madam Web. Now there is speculation that we're going to see Madam Web in the MCU soon, but it was, people were thinking it would be in the new Spider-Verse movie. Now, this is a higher grade than I thought it would get, by the way, because this is a 9.2, but there is a slight damage on the corner there. There is a slight damage up there, but very slight, but still. I mean, and even this corner here isn't clean, so I probably would have, and the bottom, actually all four corners are not clean, so I probably would have given this an 8.5, an 8 to an 8.5 myself, but I guess I got lucky there with the graders. We're having a good day. So here's the first full appearance of the new Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. All new Marvel now, 0.1, 9.6. Now, obviously, this book has seen some decline in value over the last year or two, but there's still plenty of fans, and I submitted 2 of those. And here's the second one, which is a 9.2, and the 9.2 will go for sale straight away, as I usually do, and the 9.6 I will hold for now and decide what to do later. And now this is not too bad a grade. I knew this was a low grade book, but because there's a lot of color rub there, and it's the San Diego Comic-Con Comics #2 from 1993. It's the first appearance of Hellboy. And in fact, there's a few others here. There's a Danger Unlimited, Monkey Man, and O'Brien preview. So this was a promotional, but as you can see, there's significant color rub there. So I knew this was around an 8, and an 8 is what it got. And yeah, some color rub there. And 8's not bad for the first appearance of Hellboy. I now have the first appearance of Hellboy in black and white, and the first appearance in color, which is Next Men 21. Right, now I was hoping that this could get a little bit higher, but after a press, but there is a significant spine tick that wasn't able to get improved. But this is Blade, the Vampire Hunter. It's chrome. It's a nice book. It's, it would be nice to have this in a higher grade, of course, but 9's not too bad for that book. This one is my second copy of this. It's a classic Todd McFarlane art and cover, and this one will be going for sale. It's a 7.5 of Hulk 340, and 7.5. Thought it was more like an 8.5, but I guess there's some couple of issues that I couldn't see there. I might check the grading notes later. Here's a very big key, and I've never seen this book until now. I bought it blind, had it sent straight to, I bought it on the basis of a photo, had it sent straight to the presser, who's cleaned it, pressed it, submitted it. 7.0 is not bad for a 1976 big key. X-Men 101, the first appearance of Phoenix. Now here is a nice book. This is a reprint, and I don't often slab reprints, just very key ones. And this is, and if they're in very good condition, at least they have to be at least 9, and I prefer them to be much higher. But this is a 9.2, and it's arguably better than the original because it's red, but you can debate whether you like the yellow or the red. But this is Marvel Tales 106, and obviously it's reprinting Amazing Spider-Man 129, the first appearance of the Punisher, and this regularly goes for a reasonable amount of money, considering that the Amazing Spider-Man 129 is a very expensive book. And here's a nice Marvel team up. Again, I'm quite pleased to get a 9 here because I thought this was more like an 8. And there's a few first appearances here. Marvel Team Up 65. It's the first US appearance of Captain Britain. And it also has the first appearance of Arcade and Miss Locke. And the origin of Captain Britain is retold here. So 9 is not bad for that. So what do we got here? Okay, so this is a book I thought possibly could get pressed into a better grade than it did get. 9.2. It's an adults only book. It's Omaha the Cat Dancer, #1 from 1984. It's yeah, it's a fairly well-known book. I won't say too much about it. Oh, fantastic. Oh, yes. 9.8 for Army of Darkness, #1. And although CGC don't mark it, this is the first appearance of Ash in comic books. And that's a 9.8, which I think you could tell I'm very pleased about because I'm a huge fan of Ash. So yeah, that is definitely one for the PC. But just a few more left. See what we've got here. Oh wow, another 9.8 for the first appearance of Gru, Destroyer Duck #1. Special lawsuit benefit edition. There's quite an interesting story behind that. Anyway, it's a Jack Kirby and Neil Adams cover, and this is my second copy. This is an upgrade for me, so the other copy I can go to market. Just a few more. Well, it's been a good day so far, and another 9.8, and I'm pleased this is a 9.8 because this is an expensive book. So you know, one of these things with these moderns, if you don't get the 9.8, you know, then it's almost better to have it in raw. But this is a 9.8. It's She-Hulk #6. It's a Mike Mayhew cover, and I think that is a Basic Instinct homage, but I don't know, I'm just guessing. Now we just got a couple left. So this is a 9.6, which I'm actually pleased with because I sent this to the presser thinking, you know, there's a couple of things here that need to be pressed out, and they look like they were pressable, and they have been pressed out. So that's great. Now, this is a very unusual book, not widely available in stores. I don't think there are going to be many of this on the census, but it's a fantastic read. It's kind of a sequel to the classic film from the Italian Godfather of Gore, and yeah, I mean, look at that back cover. Yeah, if you like gore, those books are great. And the last one that we've got here is Todd McFarlane Art. This is a G.I. Joe Special #1 from 1995. Now, this is one of those books where this is a very expensive book in 9.8. I'll have to check how good it is in 9.4, but it's still, it didn't, there's one dent and color breaking spine tick that I see there, another small one there. So I got no qualms and no disagreements with any of these grades today. Overall, I'm very pleased with them. So thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. There'll be another one probably a week from now. So have a great day, and thanks very much for watching.